What is up, Team Razor? It's Cozy here with another gameplay commentary for you guys over some beautiful, magnificent 5-star Team Razor gameplay as per usual. Today's gameplay is a flawless 101 gun streak on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 with the Skorpian-EVO with Afterlife camo, playing some Multi Team Hardpoint on the Map Overflow. This amazing gameplay is by our beautiful newest member, RzoRShreddy. If you do enjoy this gameplay by him, definitely go follow him on Twitter, specified in the description. Unfortunately, he does not have a channel. And if you enjoy the commentary, feel free to check out my channel, also linked in the description. Now today, I want to tell you guys a story that I recently told on my channel, and I'm so sorry I'm carrying it over so quickly, but this is something I recently remembered from my childhood. I tried to just keep it out of my mind because it's just so cringeworthy, and I wanted to give you guys some full unadulterated cozy, and I just really wanted to not leave you guys hanging. So if you already heard the story from me, just sit tight, still enjoy the commentary of course, and definitely enjoy this beautiful gameplay. But let's get started with today's extremely embarrassing story. Today's story is Cozy's awkward trip to the nurse. Let's get started. Alright, my awkward trip to the nurse. So, it's 6th grade. Yeah, I'm in 6th grade. When in this story, of course, I'm in 11th grade now, but I probably sound like an idiot. This story took place in 6th grade. You know, the young mind of Cozy. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm just fucking around, you know, taking the world by 6th grade storm, if you guys can understand that. And if you guys don't know how old somebody would be in 6th grade, and, you know, anyone foreign, I'm not exactly sure how you guys do your grade system, but I'd say I'm around 12 years old. I don't know how old you are in 6th grade. I'd say anywhere from 10 to 12 years old is a good estimate. So let's say I'm 12 years old. And, you know, I'm waking up one morning and I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to school. I really don't want to go to school. Because what 6th grader honestly wants to go to school? Who honestly wants to go to school? Nobody. Duh. So I sit there in my bed. I'm like, how can I get my mom to let me stay home from school? So I faked a sneezing attack. Like, I was just sneezing and sneezing and sneezing and sneezing and sneezing to the point where my chest started to hurt. So I'm like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity because I'm technically not lying to my mom. So I go over to my mom and I'm like, I have chest pains, Mom. Let me stay home from school, please. And my mom saw right through my bullshit, like instantly. She's like, yeah, maybe if you have some chest pains at school, you'll be able to stay home from school. But, you know, unless you have chest pains, don't bother calling me. So I go to school and I'm in first period and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't want to be here. So I decide to take it upon myself to go down to the nurse's office. And this is like the beginning of the school year, like the first couple of weeks at least. And I'm just like, well, actually, maybe it was like 2 months in. Let's say it's 2 months in, roughly. So I'm just like, I've never been to the nurse's office in this school. This is my first year in that school. So I just don't know where the hell anything is. So I find my way to the nurse's office and I walk in and I'm like, I'm having chest pains. Let me call my mom, please. And the nurse looks at me like, oh my God, holy shit. So she runs over to the security guard. She gets a security guard in the room and he's like, so you're having chest pains, right? And I'm like, yeah, you should let me call my mom. So instead of calling my mom, instead of being, you know, whatever, you know, tending to my 6th grade needs, he grabs a phone and he's like, I'm calling an ambulance. And the second he said that, the second he uttered that phrase, I looked him in the eyes. I was like, oh my God, no. We don't need an ambulance. We really don't need an ambulance for this. We really don't need an ambulance for this. This is just some minor chest pain, and just let me call my mom. He's like, nope, call an ambulance. And honestly, I don't blame the guy. If a kid's having chest pain, it could be something with his heart. There could be something seriously wrong. But in my case, I just had a case of the bullshit. So I'm sitting in there like panicking. I'm like, oh my God, I hate hospitals. I hate hospitals. Because honestly, I do hate hospitals. Like, I was just sitting in there in the fetal position, like thinking of going into a hospital, going into an ambulance, because I've only been in an ambulance one time in my life, and that was during a car accident. So it was so much hell for my little split pea brain 6th grade mind. I'm just sitting there panicking my ass off until eventually I just work up the confidence to go up to the security guard and the nurse and say, no, I'm fine. I was just kidding the whole time. I just didn't want to take a test, or I didn't want to go to class, or whatever the hell I said. And they look at me like, oh my God, did you really? They were just like, oh my God. So, you know, he still called the ambulance. You know, there's still a paramedic showing up. Like, I guess like somebody before the ambulance shows up to make sure everything's okay. He showed up. He walked in the school. He came into the nurse's office. He's like, all right, where's the kid? And I looked at him. I was like, no, it's not, you know, just call it off. And at that point, my mom is there too. My mom had to show up, but she was surprisingly not pissed off at me. I'm a dumbass. So he walks in and he's like, oh my God, okay, where's the kid? And I'm like, no, just call it off. I'm fine. Just call off the ambulance. I'm fine. I have no chest pains. I just wanted to get out of class. And honestly, at this point, there's so many people in the room. There's other students. I'm sitting next to a whole bunch of my peers just panicking. There's like the principal, like, and assistant principal. There's my mom. There's like all the nurses. There's like a nurse and a backup nurse, the paramedic guy. It was just a really full house. It's a full awkward house. And I'm sitting in there trying to get this guy to call it off. He's like, okay, I'll call it off. But kid, you really can't be endangering people's lives like that. Because honestly, I did. You know, I could have killed somebody technically. I'm cool. So I'm just like, yeah, I was just kidding. And he's just like, okay, I'll call it off. And for some reason, I did this really awkward thing. Like, I just did not believe the guy. I went right up to him. I looked him in the eyes and I was like, don't you dare lie to me. Like, just some really epic line that you would think would be like a professional actor saying that from a movie. Like, you would think I literally literally quoted that from a movie because, like, it was just so all of a sudden and so, like, believable that I was serious. Because I guess I was serious. I didn't want to go in an ambulance. I will do anything not to go in an ambulance. I will literally kill my reputation in the school not to go in an ambulance because I have, like, a phobia of just hospitals in general. Every time I've been in a hospital, it's just been terrible. I almost faint. It's just not anything fun. But, yeah. So the guy's like, okay, I'm leaving, and everyone left. The ambulance left. You know, obviously there were still kids in there, and there was still the principal trying to, like, get me to say why the hell I didn't want to go to class or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And once everyone left, I was just like, yeah, this is really awkward. And, yeah, it turned out to be awkward. I mean, I went back to class, but it just turned out to be such an awkward moment. My mom still holds the story above my head. She's always like, hey, Matt, you got chest pains? And I'm just like, fuck you. And, some of my friends who remember this from back then do also do that to me. But for the most part, a lot of people have forgotten. And I thought I forgot until the other day where I was reminded of it. And, you know, why not tell the story to you guys? Because I'm sure you guys love to just roll around in the filth that is my childhood. And, but I do really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. If you enjoyed my commentary, of course, go check out my channel. Check out the Twitter page of the person who got the gameplay, the beautiful, like, Razor member. But definitely leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Leave us a comment in the comment section talking about potatoes or whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Talk about the gameplay. Talk about something relevant. I don't really give a shit. Hit subscribe to join the team. Come and support us with that subscribe because we are, we're racking up them subs. I don't even know what I'm going on about right now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Stay cozy.
Savoring this moment, is this our last goodbye? Haven't we learned each other? I guess one of us lied. So please just pull away. I can't look you in the face. I don't wanna have to lie. I wanted this love to survive. Now when I look in your I feel paralyzed.